Yoga teachers, stop doing this. I got two things. Do not ever count forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know where you're going, and it freaks me out. So are you going to 5? Are you going to 100? Should I give this my full force because you're going to 5? Or should I pace myself because you're going to 100? Even if you say we're going to 5, I may not have heard you because I hate to burst your bubble, but I only hear 50% of what you say. Maybe literally because I'm not paying attention. I'm trying to go inward. Or 2, you mumble and the rooms are big. I can't hear. Whatever. I don't always hear you say the first, we're going to 5. Always count backwards. Always. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I know where you're going. You are always going to 0. You start at 100. I better start pacing myself. I feel safe. I feel secure when you count backwards. I know where I'm at. I know what I should do. I know the intensity level of this exercise. When you count forward, I start to get stressed and confused. Please count backwards. Secondly, control the Shavasana, the dead man's pose. I know only Bikram, Bikram is the only yoga style where the teacher leaves the room and says, you can stay here as long as you want. Be in Shavasana. And they leave because it's hot. That's why they leave. We don't really listen to what Bikram says anymore, last I checked. And it's a bad way to handle Shavasana. You need to stay in the room and you need to close it. Before I talked about 5 minutes, at least a minimum of 5 whole minutes. And then you say, we're wrapping it, you don't say we're wrapping it up. You just go, whatever you do to close the Shavasana, wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, those kind of things, that's great. But you control the room. If you don't, if you walk out, people start talking, they walk over you, you're laying in Shavasana, they're stepping over you, they're stepping around you, they're dropping their cups. It's mayhem. And that piece of bliss that you came for is now destroyed because the teacher left the room and did not control the space. And a lot of times I'll even say, if I get a room where people will leave early, like they pack up their stuff and they make a lot of ruckus, they pack up their stuff, I think it's attention getting, and then they leave. If I notice somebody doing that, not honoring the system, I will say at the beginning of Shavasana, if you need to leave early, pack up your stuff now and you can leave. Because we are doing Shavasana, no one will leave until the end of Shavasana. Like I make it really clear, you can't just pack up your stuff and leave while people are basically going into their subconscious. It is disturbing when people do that to you that's what it feels like. It feels like they're doing it to you when you're in dead man's pose. And it is the teacher's responsibility to control that room so that I feel safe as a student and all the students feel safe and they can expect what's going to come.